welcome back to a Gator Snapper playthrough slash a Megalocellus stream of Genshin Impact Day 2. Trying to catch up. I'm getting through Sumeru. I gotta fucking have a fun footloose time partying it up with everybody. The government's here to fucking shut down all fucking fun in Sumeru. And I'm just fucking tagging along for the ride. I've also realized, because I looked up the fucking time for how long it takes to beat the Sumeru main Archon quest line, it's like 15 fucking hours. But then I saw that somebody said that if you fucking if you turn, or if you just like skip through the dialogue, it makes it like 6 hours. So I was like, a much shorter option. I'm probably going to skip through unimportant dialogue like these fucking people, because I do not care too much about what Shrimati says. I do not care about the old people that used to dance. It does not interest me that much. It's always fun in this game when we're like, you're doing a quest. For your objective, talk to some NPCs. You'll get backstory and lore for about the people of this fucking land. It's like, that's cool, and I'm in the mood for that sometimes. But if I'm not in the mood, I'm just gonna skip through it. Like this guy, what's he got? What? Why does your voice sound familiar? Besides the fact that I played through this, I guess, before, but God, he sounds... Is he from an... Well, more than likely, he could be from an anime I know, but he's really familiar to, like, something... He's not in, like, the English dub of Jujutsu Kaisen, is he? That's something I was watching recently. Oh, or Golden Kamuy. I've been watching that recently. That's a really fun show. I mean, for parts. There's really weird parts of it, too, that kind of make me question it. But overall, real fun show. Hey, Dia, I'll listen to you talk. But not that much. You get like 2 lines and that's it. I guess a line actually goes as far as like to where the punctuation is. You get 5 words and that's it. I'm not here to fucking sit around listening to everything you're talking about. Dia, I'm ashamed of being a woman that likes perfume. Just give me a sword and blood. That'll be my perfume, not like I want to be a normal fucking person in society. Dunyarzad, you I especially don't care about. You get like 2 words. Nilo, you get none if I have the option. That's my favorite part about skipping through dialogue, is just like getting the first word of every fucking sentence. It's just like this weird amalgamation of noise, like, oh, yeah. Catherine. You're actually out and about. I thought you just stayed in the fucking kiosk all day, every day. Catherine, girl, what you doing? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I remember. That's right. Okay. So maybe those things I was saying yesterday about poor Archon are a little, you know, undervalued. What was it? Wait, what's the word? What am I looking for? I was gonna say undervalued. That ain't it at all. I don't know. Fucking, she is a little bit like, I don't know. I can't feel so bad for her. Sorry, my brain is all fucking foggy. It was a long day. I thought there was an audit happening today, so I was really wired, and then I found out it was happening tomorrow and the day after, so I was like, oh, cool. Hi, Catherine.
Oh, hey, it's the traveler Paimon. What's shaking?
That doesn't even match with how Nahida usually talks. Spoiler, by the way, I guess. Gotta love break time Catherine. I wish that was always the Catherine that we had.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers
Unless, is this actually Catherine?
Saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous.
It's gotta be Nahida because it's so strange for Catherine. Oh yeah, and I think they actually confirm with this fucking quest line that Catherine actually is like an android. I think this is the first time they kind of were like, yeah, no, she's a fucking robot. Yeah. Fucking wasting my time looking for my brother. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I'm trying to skip through the dialogue. I hate it when there's those moments where it's like when you're waiting for a dialogue choice, it won't let you skip the dialogue.
I guess you could say that I'm loving. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
That's gotta be Nahida, but just like I've never heard her say what's shaking. Then again, I don't pay attention too much to what Nahida says, so who knows.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here.
Yeah.
You've already been blessed by the element of
Thanks,
destiny.
Catherine. You're my favorite. I'm trying to remember, was there someone in the Fatui Harbingers that looked like Catherine? I think there was, wasn't there? Or was it... I know there's like a theory that one of the people there is a Sele? Sele? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Uh-huh. What's shaking, dear?
My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
We could just try to break in. I mean, I guess then we'd have to fight Sino, but I mean, everyone else in the fucking Mahamatra is like, I'm not that worried.
I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some.
Ask someone questions, God.
Nilu's found a place for her.
Talking to people in this game is the worst part about this game. I don't know. It's not so bad. Sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes I'm invested. Other times, I don't know. There's just like a lot of stuff where they just kind of keep talking and it's not fun. I don't know. I wonder... I feel like Honkai's probably the same way. I think I just feel better about it because it's the new game. That's okay. Their parents, or her parents, would believe it because she's kind of a rancid bitch. Yeah. I always thought when I first met you, you were just a mean fucking bitch. What the fuck? I will kill you, Paimon. I mean, I could pay you like fucking 100 million times over. I have so much Mora. What is the standard for like living in Tibet? Is like what warrants someone being rich as far as Mora goes? I guess you could base it off of like however much money Child gave you. He was rich. He like gave you a fucking bag of, oh god, I felt like it was like 400,000 Mora. And even that's like, that's fucking chump change compared to how much I have. Or aren't you the guy I fucking already questioned yesterday?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, with your fucking voice.
Expect to see you three together.
Now that you're hanging out with my cool friend, I guess I'll actually tell you the information I held out on you before. The fuck? What's his name again? Dulhar?
No kidding.
Hold on, I need you to show you your name.
Where's Ruksha?
I was very off.
The Grand
Whoops.
Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin
But
bolstering.
why? Actually, yeah, why?
Already mentioned the theft, I suppose. Might as well tell him what we know.
It was kind of confidential information, and you kind of broke NDA, but I mean, I like you, and you'll kick my ass if I try to do anything about it.
Chief.
Yeah.
Theft?
Oh, yeah, now I remember what the theft is all about. Gotta go collect some forbidden knowledge. Or knowledge capsules, I forget what they call it.
If you ask me,
Hmm.
the case of
Wait, why do they have the core 30, like, and they... So they have the core 30, and they ask them to, like, do things like this, which I guess fits for, like, a mercenary thing, but then they also have the Mahamatra, which is, like, the actual, like, city guard or nation army for, you know, that big nation. They have one city. 2 cities and a town, and some big houses. But yeah, why don't they make like the Mahamatra people do it? I guess you can just say like, oh, they're busy. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to go out for a contractor this time. Port Ormos is so nice. I like it.
So the city's a little more laid back.
It's like a pirate town. Whoa.
Lost has a great deal to do with Akasha knowledge. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos.
Why do I have to pretend to be a student of the
All
academia?
the academia students are in Sumeru City, you know.
Some of them are going down to the port to get a little fucked up. Isn't it the thing where it's like before like a big paper? They're like, oh god, my life is over. I gotta drink myself to death before I get my grade.
Help me out.
It is
I've
for
got plenty of
college
work to do
life.
Here, and take it from me. If you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs.
Port Ormos. Actually, they act like Port Ormos is like your classic Mos Eisley, the scum of den and villainy, or whatever the fuck they say. But, oh wait, the hive of scum and villainy. Why did I start by saying the scum? But, like, everyone there is not bad. Like, I don't think I've walked through Port Ormos and, like, talked to an NPC that's like, nah, I'm an evil guy. I'm gonna rob you in the middle of the night. I'm gonna stab you when you turn around. Keep your eyes out when you're walking through here at night.
Everyone's like you,
That
Jim.
or there is that guy and I
Living in
didn't
the desert,
talk to him.
Well, traveler,
Oh, wait, and I
that's about
forgot.
all the information
I
have for
lied.
you.
There's 2 cities and 2 small towns. Because I just remembered that one fucking passway town that no one ever thinks about. The fuck is that? I don't even remember what it's called. It's so, like unimportant. They only, like, will throw random
Miss Goodyear's
NPCs
looking
there
forward to seeing
for,
you
like,
over
the
at
middle of a
Sumeru's
quest
house.
line.
So,
Or
be
tail
sure to
end, I
get
guess.
yourselves back here in
I'm trying to
time
remember
for
what the
that.
last quest I did with it was. I think it was, personally for me, the last quest I did was an
I will
R&R
see you
quest
both at the
line.
Sumeru's
I had to
festival.
follow the fucking old dude's leads, talking about his old friends or whatever, and they played in a cave. They're like, it's a lot smaller than I remember, and then the cave's like this huge fucking cavern that you're like, you as kids played here, it's fucking awesome. How dare you have a better childhood than me? I wish I had access to caves as a kid. Except that's like, that is the #1 way to just like up and die. Like, I don't know. It's dangerous. Like, even just like normal ass caves. I was talking to a coworker who was like, he lives out somewhere where there's like a lot of country you can just kind of walk around in, or like it's foresty country, and he's like, yeah, I think I saw a cave. I didn't get to check it out. There's like a piece of like plywood board over it that made it where I couldn't just like crawl in, but like it was covering something deep, and I was like, oh yeah, man, that sounds like you definitely have a cave. Don't go in it, but you know. Fucking, I was saying like get one of those cameras on a cable and just like lower it in and see what you get. Like tie a little flashlight to it or something. Be sick. I've seen videos like that. Caves are fucking neat, but they're scary as fuck. It's a great way to die. I had another coworker was asking me about diving because somehow, I think because my boss, because he knew what I did in college. He knew what I did in college. No, I did a bunch of, well, not a bunch. I did diving while I was in college. It was a fun little semester class. And yeah, this person at work found out that I had done it, and they were asking me about like places to go diving in Texas. And I was like, well, the place I did my test, that was pretty alright because the water was clear. Everywhere else, like Texas water is just known for being murky, and just every waterway in Texas is just mud. It's so bad. What about haunted caves? You gotta love your haunted caves. I remember the trip. I remember the trip to Colorado where I got to go through the haunted cave and then being disappointed because there wasn't a lot of talk about geology. I think the lady that was touring us even said, like, now this cave tour isn't going to talk a lot about geology. We're going to talk about ghost stories. And I was like, aw, man. What can I say? I like rocks. I want to know more about them. I should really take the time to just, like, grab a fucking, like, textbook about just geology that I haven't read before and just, like, fucking go through it. I've, like, as an adult, I've had that like idea where it's just like, man, I could just fucking like get a textbook and actually just like learn shit in my free time, and I've been more invested in learning that way than I had been like when I was actually in school, because school kind of sucks, not gonna lie. School can get kind of fucking boring, especially like college. Well, like boring is one part of it, but the bigger part about it is just like the fucking anxiety of everything. Like there's always papers due, and you gotta worry like, oh my god, I'm all this money, am I gonna like fucking lose all this money for something I might not even want to do? I was lucky I got into a major eventually that I actually was like really interested in. First major I went for was for fucking like optometry, because my mom was like, you know what pays well? Optometry. You should do that. And me, like an idiot, I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. Well, you have my best interest in mind. Money sounds good. I didn't even, thankfully, I didn't get far enough, like, into the, like, classes you could take where I was like, oh no, I've, like, taken a bunch of extra classes I didn't need to and spent all that extra money on it. I just did my, like, I forget what you call them, like, your core classes. Your, like, bullshit fucking classes where it's just like, let's learn algebra again because you're gonna use that all the time. And it's like, No, I'm not. I don't care if you think I'm going to be more well-rounded by taking these classes. This is such a waste of my fucking time. I think the worst experience I had in that regard was like summer classes. I did a summer class for math and it sucked. There are more eyes than rocks. Wait, I don't... What do you mean? More eyes than... Oh, wait, for optometry. Sorry, I was so confused. My mind had moved past that. Yeah, there are more eyes than... Wait, no, there fucking aren't. How dare you? How dare you make me question how many rocks there are on this planet? There are way more rocks than people eyes. That's actually a fucking study that can be done. I mean, because, like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember, like, the size classification. I think a rock is just anything between, like... I was going to say pebble size, and it's like, that's not an actual standard measurement. I'm trying to remember. It's in, like, millimeters, but I don't really have a good concept in my head of, like, how big 1 millimeter is. But I have the idea that it was, like, 5 millimeters and above was, like, rock category. Everything below that is pebble. Well, it gets more into that. I don't know. It's also like at one point, once you get too big, it starts being a boulder. And boulders start at a surprisingly small, like, number. Keck, don't you keck me. How dare you? I need to find out whatever size. Oh, this is such a stupid thing to divert myself with, but I'm gonna look up on my laptop whatever size categories for rocks. Let's see. Maybe I should say stones. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the sediment grain size chart. Wait, is that it? Oh, yeah, here we go. So, let's see. A boulder is greater than 256 millimeters. Okay, a little bigger than I thought. Greater than 64 millimeters is a cobble. Greater than... Oh, wait, cobble? I guess cobble is like what we're calling stone. Greater than 4 millimeters is a pebble. Greater than 2 is a granule. Greater than 1 is very coarse sand. Greater than half is coarse sand. It just starts going through all the varieties of sand. We got medium sand, fine sand, very fine sand. Then you got coarse silt, medium silt, fine silt, very fine silt, and then clay. Clay is less than 1/256th of a millimeter. So yeah, clay's pretty fucking tiny. Yeah, fucking... dumb shit. I love all the different varieties of sand. Gives me that fucking Anakin Skywalker vibe. I hate sand. It gets everywhere. It's so coarse. It ranges from very coarse to mildly coarse to fine. I hate it. Ugh. What a whiny character. What an insane character that was made. Just someone that... I guess it speaks to the idea that he was a teenager, but he's out of this world, man. Just like, who goes talking to their girl about like their fucking, and then Padme is just like so like patient with him, being like, yeah, you hate sand. I'm so sorry. It's just you goddamn, you're hot enough to make it okay to talk about this, I guess. I love talking about sand. The opposite of Anakin Skywalker at that point. Let's see. Teleport. I gotta have my warp points or else I won't be able to get back here easily. I think I do have to come back here like several times. Wow, this is such a bop of a song. I love it. Ooh, it's a bop of a song, but it looks like it's pretty loud on fucking stream. Let's see. Can I easily... Ugh, there we go. Glad. I'm doing display capture, so I don't want shit to fucking go... that should be good. I'm doing display capture, so I'm worried that, like, if I fucking hit the wrong button, it's gonna show my desktop. Which, I mean, I personally don't have anything I have on my desktop that I'm, like, hiding, so I'm not incredibly worried about it, but I don't know. You never know whose credit card information is saved on my desktop. I keep all known credit card information just saved as, like, note files on my desktop for easy access. That way, it's like, oh, damn, I'm looking to purchase real estate here. Let's pull out the what are they, like the black credit card, the ones with like no like limit to their spending. Yeah, grab that from one President Obama. That's right, he has the fucking limitless card. Also, once again, I've come from the wrong side according to this camera angle.
Come and have a good look
Come.
yourself.
I need that fucking
Traditional spice is the highest quality,
cyberpunk
made with
theme
pride
to
and
start playing.
experience.
Why do you sound so sensual about spice?
You've got
Ah.
a deal.
Puria. Odd that he's the one that runs the goldsmith when he's
Believe me, I'm
poor.
not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary
Why am
groups are
I
nearly
don't
in
care. This is definitely the stuff I skip, but what am I doing? I don't care about the hurly-burly. I care about the hurdy-gurdy. I don't know what that riff was, but it's in my head. There's no way I can like describe it without going like It's not Osfond, it's Asfan. We also don't look like the students have a very particular outfit. If I had the costume for Lisa, I could like switch over to her and put the costume on and be like, yep, student, yep, that's me. It's like the sad moment when like, just like Lisa, a woman in her 40s, starts pretending to be a student. Everyone's like, we know you're like a fucking cougar, ma'am. She's just like, how dare you? Starts crying, makeup running. It's always a sad image anytime I think of it. Someone crying with their makeup running, I'm just like, oh, they're having a really bad time.
Of course. Especially around this time of year.
Yep, papers are due. That's the time when you gotta go
That are about
drink.
to graduate
Get out of
often
town.
almost
Fuck
in
yourself up.
most of them.
Forget all of the horrible things you're going to
Often talk about
experience
how
once
hard
papers
it
are
is to get
graded.
accepted into the academia, let alone graduate.
The whole concept of the academia doesn't make sense to me because it sounds like everyone just suffers. No one has a good time. They probably have to like fucking fork up a lot of money to go through, like getting into the academia. You have to waste all your time studying. And then even once you pass, it's like actual teacher industry, really. It's like even after you pass, it's just like you're underpaid and you're treated like shit, and the workload could be fucking extreme.
They've been looking worse
Just
and miserable
entire
ever since they
college
got
life
here a
here.
few days ago.
All these grad students,
If you ask me,
miserable.
The life of a merchant is better.
I agree.
So long as the Akasha teaches us well.
No, the Akasha is bad.
Most students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen.
I wish we had like a faction here in Sumeru that was like just conspiracy theories like the Akasha is bad, it rots your brains. And again, I guess that's too obvious. And then it does kind of make it clear that like, oh yeah, the Akasha probably is bad.
Along the streets now.
Honestly, I do like the story of Sumeru. It's definitely better in my mind than Inazuma. God, I blanked on that so hard. Even Inazuma wasn't bad, but just playing through it is just so bad. Like, the actual plot of the Inazuma questline, I think, is okay. Ainzul Gone from fucking that overrated anime Overlord. Oh.
Wait, come again?
Come again. Every time I see come, I'm gonna start doing it.
They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but
Hold on,
not
I'm
so with
scanning
students
for
of
cum.
academia. I've heard that Aino have
Activate
a
scanners
shop
for
at Jafar
cum.
Tavern.
Goddamn.
Supposedly, if you're willing to part with $500,000
Ugh.
more,
Oh wait, I have $500,000 more. Oh, I meant to count how much money I
If
had.
information alone costs that much, how could we?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche.
What even is your
Who
fucking
else could
field of
possibly be
research?
after that?
Well, I guess that makes sense. And the only thing left
Oh
for us
wait,
is
I
to find a
think.
way in.
God, I'm trying to remember. I think this fucking forbidden knowledge capsule that I get has like sword training in it or something. I don't know.
So, what's your plan?
Go to Jafar Tavern.
Didn't you hear
Jafar!
buying information is
I have the money.
Have you
God.
lost your mind?
I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam. I'll fucking kill them. I'll bend them over my knee and I'll spike them real bad.
That's me, the spanker. Hold on. How much money do I have? How rich am I? Which one of these columns actually shows my money? This one? Do I just have like... Oh, here we go. 500,000 more. Mere chump change, I assure you. Yes. I keep my more amidst all of my many records. My records of... I should have just said CDs. Records is too easily confused for other things. Holy shit, I have so many sigils for the fucking Geo. They need to add in, like, a tree for Mondstadt and Liyue that lets me fucking use those, because goddamn, they just sit there. I know there's like the store where you can buy some like fucking upgrade material. I think I already bought up all those things to begin with, so it's like there's nothing I really care about there. That, and I know that originally that's where you had to buy the or at least some of the travelers like upgrade material from them before they started doing it as like quest lines. What a nice fucking town. It gives me like Pokemon town vibes. Like I could just see the grass gym being here. Actually, no, it'd have to be something weird to like throw it off. This would be the fire gym because fucking, you know, slash and burn farming. No. But with that in mind, do support our Brazilian rainforest for getting slashed and burned every day. Now, I'm trying to think of what is a good weird gym type for here. I don't know, it could be a mixed gym type. Just do like the grass water gym.
They think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss?
Huh. Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret,
Why am I listening to this? I keep forgetting. I'm not here to pay attention to that. Isn't a caracal like a type of cat? Sounds like a type of cat.
Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money?
Yeah, with bosses fervent to...
All these guys talk about is King Deshret.
Yeah, they're really making it obvious.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Damn.
That traitor and her followers must
Bro,
not
you're
be
in
spared.
Rukkhadevata's
The day will
rainforest.
come when King
Fucking
Deshret
talk
exacts
shit, get
vengeance
hit.
on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Ooh. These guys sound like extremists. I want Goofy to have to deal with that shit. These guys look like extremists. Oh, Goofy, I don't know if you should be hanging out so close to them. I don't know. Now it's just turning into the fucking baby.
I don't know, Tommy.
Hey, wait, why am I actually bothering these people? Hey, terrorists.
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a spy.
A student?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What's a student from Sumeru
Also,
City
why
doing
am I
in
not
Port
wearing
Ormos?
my student uniform? You could say that, like, oh, you're on holiday or something, but every time I've seen someone refer to themselves as a student, even if they're on, like, their fucking holiday, they're wearing their stupid fucking outfit. I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is,
Yeah, 500,000 Mora. Here you go, bitch. Paimon, you fucking greedy monster. I have way more money than that. Don't say that in front of this guy, then he'll know he can, like, fucking rob me for, like, 3 billion Mora.
Here, this is the merchant's address.
Oh.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there.
Oh, okay.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I guess I'll go. I just have one more question.
That's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Good save. Deshret is
Since
archaeology
you've already handed
related.
over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
What? Why? I would just be like, no, that costs extra. Fuck you. If I was going to be a scummy
As you
fucking
can see,
information
members of
dealer.
Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret.
What's a
Years
Deshret?
ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced
I
civilization.
need to read lore
far
about
beyond anything
Deshret.
you'll see in
Seems
present-day
interesting.
Sumeru.
Oh, actually, that reminds me.
King Deshret
I
was
found
quite
out that something I had said before has been
betrayed by
inaccurate.
King
Well, not really
Deshret.
inaccurate. There is a
Stripped him of his
complaint.
title.
I don't know. Yeah, a complaint I had where it's like, man, I feel like they're throwing too much like random story shit in there because one of the main things I'd mentioned were just like random like ancient lore of the world. I was like, man, they have things like the fucking Kynria, they have the Vishaps, they have the dragons. I was just like, it feels like it's getting a little too complicated now. But I found out today, based off of like a random rabbit hole I was going down reading about dragons, the Vishaps and the dragons are the same fucking thing. Vishaps and dragons are both like the same pure elemental beings. Vishaps basically just turn into dragons. I was like, oh, cool. And the way I was reading the lore, it sounded like, you know, reptilians are real, and the planet belonged to the reptilians, or the Vishaps, long before, and then the primordial god who I'm pretty sure is like the whole Heavenly Principles thing. They're the ones that fucking, you know, killed the dragons and everything. But then Vishaps will like occasionally evolve into like a full-fledged dragon, and that's how you get like Dvalin, Ashtaha. Who else? Who else? There's this fucking one dragon I never heard of called like Ursa the Drake. And apparently that's something you find in the manga. I was like, oh, neat. What else? Oh, that fucking Durin the dragon. He's a fake dragon because he was made from... Oh, Alhaitham. Durin the dragon's an alchemy clone, so he's not a real dragon. Oh my god, Alhaitham. What are you doing with those goddamn biceps? That's my favorite part about Alhaitham. And his voice, actually. And his weird headpiece thing that covers his ears. And his eyes. And his personality. No, his personality is pretty shit.
That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant.
Hell, I'm going to get fucking robbed. They heard me say I had 3 million Mora. No.
People into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey, shut it, Alhaitham. What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business?
It's not a business, it's a fucking con. Call the cops. Get them to do something about this.
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Yeah.
The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not
I like your attitude, Alhaitham. Wear them down until they eventually agree.
I'm warning you, don't.
If you're suggesting
I'm warning you, don't. Yes, I want to get into a fight. I haven't gotten to fight anything in a while. What was the last enemy I actually fought? Those mushrooms. Oh, the fucking Withering Zone? Yeah, I think that was the last thing I fought. That's all the way yesterday. And gameplay-wise, I was like 2 hours ago. Maybe like probably an hour and a half.
Exactly what happened here today.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
Whoa, Alhaitham's so fucking cool.
Did you say?
Clean the fucking gunk out of your ears.
Follow through on my word in the past.
Damn.
This guy is really out of his mind.
I don't know. His fucking kit's pretty good too, so I'd be kind of worried. I'd be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should leave this guy alone. He's gonna fucking kill us.
Then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today.
Do I actually have to wait a week from today? I think I get some like. I think I get to kill some time with some quests before then. I do enough quests where they're like, just wait 2 days because that's the most you can wait.
First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
I should have just given him 50. Damn, he made us sound like a goddamn crossbow. Oh, is the bag being thrown? Okay. That or he just walked off without giving it back and we're all just standing here like a bunch of assholes.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Fucking bar them from coming in, man. I don't know.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the
Oh, Hatham is his job is literally scribe, and he's like the 007 of Sumeru.
Well,
Because that's what happens when your character's just written to be a genius. I didn't like his story quest because that it came across that way where it's like he's just written as a fucking genius and like by the end of it he's just like, I knew it from the very beginning that you were going to do this completely convoluted, unexpected thing just to get back at me from like 5 years ago in high school. It's like, damn, should have known. It's like, fucking, oh, Hatham, you son of a bitch. How do you just assume this shit? I don't like it when the characters are just written as, like, they're the genius, and then it's, like, the way to carry the plot. Just like, yeah, they already knew everything based off of something that, like, no sane person would assume would be anything of importance. Aha, Hatham hid behind these boxes.
It's Alhaitham, right?
Yeah, definitely not how I first pronounced it when I saw his name. It's kind of dumb, but I assumed that like there was going to be some pronunciation differences. When I saw his name, I thought it was like Alhaitham. Like I didn't see I didn't assume there was going to be the th noise. I thought it was very different. Thank you for your help back there, brother.
No need for thanks.
Oh.
My goal was to get to them.
Wow.
You two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even.
Perfect.
Oh,
I
advise
love to
you
hear
keep your
it.
distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with
I
Mora in
can
the end,
just
they
beat
might
them
harass
up.
you again in the
Like,
future.
if you're such a genius, why can't you tell that I'm actually really powerful?
All right.
Actually, if he's such a genius, why doesn't he already know who I am? Word of the traveler has spread far and wide. Is there? What do we care about?
Since you tore
Oh.
through their scam right in front of them, you must know the.
Who exactly
Oh.
are you two? And why are you inquiring about
I'm
that?
a student from the academia. Yeah, say this to the one guy that would
A
know.
student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
It's not a lie, I really am a student. I know a thing or two about swordplay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really strong.
Oh, yeah.
Weren't you saying something about?
She doesn't
I
even
can
have
kill
a vision.
people.
Forget it.
Damn, you really don't know shit about me. Can't believe it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting.
You
Even if
definitely
don't
need
go
the help
alone,
of
you won't
one,
regret keeping
like,
us with
wordless
you.
girl and an obnoxious floating rat. You're right, I do need a floating rat in combat. Can you intercept
Alright.
surface-to-air
Let's-
missiles?
Got a pen and paper?
Huh.
If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show
Does
up or
it work
not.
with Google Maps, or is it going to start routing me all over the place?
Since you're happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
We don't even know what we're
You
looking
were
for.
willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something, and you didn't even know what it was?
I'm very rich, you see. Aw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim,
Yeah,
then
I'll
you
do
can
it.
beat the answer out.
I'll kill some
If you've been
people.
making
We know it's connected to the academia somehow. And that
I
not
can't
only
skip
do
the
airlines
the only times I
feel
remember to
it,
skip the
but some
dialogue, it's when I have a
students wanna
fucking
get
You know
dialogue choice
almost everything
myself.
there is to know. This is what you've been looking
Oh
for.
my god, it's a butt plug. A painful one, but a butt plug nonetheless. What's that fucking phrase? Anything's a butt plug if you're brave enough. I think it's dildo, actually.
Can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of.
Yes, it's a lamp.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes
What a
privy to
fun
its contents.
concept. I feel like that's something that could get thrown into D&D.
Unlike the Akasha,
It's like you get a
which
free
heavily
skill
regulates who can
proficiency.
access what
Wow.
information, knowledge capsules confer their contents with.
That's
It's essentially
Yeah.
a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru.
So why do they
created as a means
exist?
for scholars to transfer knowledge gained
Ah,
from
that's
one
why.
soul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after
But
use.
you can sell
But
anything.
despite strict regulations, some of these
I
knowledge
mean, yeah, that
capsules
kind of
will
shit you could
always
make a
escape
big fucking
destruction.
buck off of.
After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha. Over the past
Exactly. See, the
century,
Akasha is
a
not
wide
that
variety
great.
of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens.
Wow.
Well, I think that
There's
about
some
sums it
really
up.
useless canned knowledge, if I remember right, but we'll see it in a little
So
bit.
that's your true objective.
I want to learn
With our
more.
current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer.
Maybe we
answer.
can negotiate further, like with my body.
You're still
I
resolved.
don't like people.
Fine.
I was gonna say
Let's
Al
talk
Hatham
some
doesn't
with
like
fewer
women.
people.
It's like no, he's Al Hatham's the one asexual character I can think of off the top of my head. He just don't give a fuck. Where we go into a secluded spot. We literally have walked 10 feet, or I guess like 60 feet further. But it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's that secluded. There's literally someone looking at us right over
If
there.
you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost, then you must help me with something. I
What
need
you
you to
want?
find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Is that the person I was going to be talking to anyways? I thought that was like the address
Unlike
you were
the
going to give
peddlers who
me.
hawk inferior knowledge capsules. She often has She's guarded against people from the academia because I think she
Even from
blacklisted me.
students?
I met with her informant, but it's become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Okay, easy.
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task, you don't.
Damn.
Fine.
Feels
So how do
bad.
we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what...
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but it's fine. She's just like a weird little kid. Or, I don't know, actually. Is Dory like a kid? Or is she like a fucking just weird lolly character? I need to stop making the lolly characters. Or at least make it not seem as weird by, like, at least introducing, I guess, fucking male lollies to balance it out. Instead of it, I don't know, I guess that's weird either way. But I don't know, it just seems especially weird to me that it's like, here's all these specifically tiny female, like, childlike characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard.
Ooh. Huh, you can see things better. I guess you're pretty cool. Thanks,
Here are
Ohatham.
two
I
knowledge
agree.
capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
I don't know. The game's about to fucking do it for me, so give me a second while I wait for people to talk.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
I would have just assumed to do that from the get-go. That one is very glowy. It got big knowledge.
Did you see anything?
Oh yeah, Paimon doesn't have elemental vision. They both glow green, that's what I'm going to say.
Rumor has it that higher quality
Oh,
knowledge capsules
I was hoping you'd be like,
generally appear
stupid, the one on the
brighter
left
when
glows
viewed through elemental
brighter.
sight.
Then again, I forget that this is the game where, like,
That's
the
because
dialogue
knowledge
options you have are
originates
essentially
from
sequential.
the
Like, you
root
have
of
options
power
A and
itself.
B, but the way
The
it
more
reads,
powerful
like,
knowledge,
as the
the
dialogue
richer it is
progresses
in
is always, like,
energy.
as if your character has said A and then B.
However,
So,
some canned knowledge
this is a
with
game
high
where your
concentration
dialogue
of
choices don't
elemental
fucking
energy is of
matter.
little use in contemporary times. So those capsules are of using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure. But
That sounds pretty impressive.
here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here, don't be
Just
cheap.
fucking,
You'll need
it's
to spend to
okay.
catch Dory's eye.
I've,
If there's any more
Oh.
left over, just keep it.
but I want to keep as much money as I can.
Mantra?
Oh, they're called Matra, not Mahamatra. Oh, Mahamatra is just
They belong to
fucking
the Academia's
Sino's
regulatory
name.
body.
Oh.
They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. The Matra are
Gross.
razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two
I'm
want
willing to
back-
take
okay,
that risk.
then we
Alright, let's go find the weird lolly child.